Okay, hello, this is science demonstration number 1. The title is Can You Hear Me Now? How Are Waves Used in Communication? It's the anchoring phenomenon for the unit. The principles investigated are a sound wave needs a medium through which it is transmitted, and that's standard physical science 4-2. Models can be used to describe how waves are reflected, absorbed, and transmitted through various materials, and models can be modified when components of a system change. The standard is develop and use a model to describe that waves are reflected, absorbed, and transmitted through various materials. And the practice is developing and using models. So our procedure is I have volunteers. I don't have fieldwork yet, so I have 2 of my friends helping me be my students for today. So I'm going to step into my teacher role. Hello students, this is our first lesson in our unit about how waves travel through things, and I'm going to set up a demonstration for you, and I want you to get out your science notebook and take some notes on what you observe. But first I need 2 volunteers. Because I have my 2 volunteers step forward, please. Okay. So as they're getting ready, think about on your mobile phone. A lot of you have a mobile phone. When you talk to someone on your mobile phone, how does your voice get from your phone over to their phone? And our unit is going to help explain how we use waves to communicate with each other, whether it's by phone or other means. And so I want you to observe our fishing line phone. We have 2 cups and fishing line. And our volunteers, what I'd like you to do is one of you talk into the cup and the other listen, and I want you to tell me what you see and what you hear and what you feel.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. I can hear you now.
Now I hear it. This cup vibrates with his voice.
So as you're watching, write your prediction about what you think might be happening in order for the sound to get from one person to the other. And predict how sound might be traveling through the fishing line. Write a sentence in your journal. And so try it one more time and kind of see, does it matter like how far you put the cup from your ear, or?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's a little bit better further away. Can you hear me? Test.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, so it's better if
Got the
the
string
cup
slide?
is
Can you hear me
not.
all?
Well,
String
for me
slide?
it's better.
Wait, not yet. Okay, so now predict, what do you think would happen? The fishing line is pretty tight, but what do you think would happen if the fishing line was just loosely laying there? Do you think it would have the same effect? So write that in your science journal, and we'll have our volunteers try it and see what happens.
Can you hear me now?
No, I can't hear you.
I can't hear.
You can't hear. Okay, so there's something that's different now. We've modified the system so that the medium is not taut, it's loose. And so the waves are having a harder time getting through, and probably not getting through much at all. And so write what you think is happening. You can draw a picture in your journal, or you can write it in sentences. And I'm going to ask for our next experiment, I'm going to ask one of our volunteers to come and talk into Robert. I need your phone. Robert. And so what's happening with those waves? We have analog signal. An analog signal is traveling as vibrations through the fishing line to the other person. And so we're going to look at a different way to send a signal rather than through a medium such as fishing line. And so usually on your phone you have something that will record a message. So come on over, my volunteer is going to record a message, but our phone is not using an analog wave to hold the information. It's going to be digital. So I want you to think about the difference between what the volunteers were doing using the fishing line and how the phone is actually going to store the information digitally, and I'll play it back for you so you can hear it.
Push the red button.
Testing. This is a test, the emergency broadcast system. Testing.
Okay, so we now have a digital message, which I'll play for you. Let me turn the volume up. Okay.
Testing.
Okay, so compared to the fishing line phone, which one
That's
do you
much
think
clearer.
was clearer?
Much clearer,
Much clearer, much easier to
much clearer.
distinguish what people were saying. Okay, and so we have the difference is that one is being controlled digitally and sent digitally, the other one is an analog wave. We have one more demonstration of analog. Now I have a radio here that, I'm a licensed amateur radio operator, and I have a radio that will do both an analog signal and a digital signal. So I'm gonna play both for you, and I want you to record your observations in your science notebook about the difference in the sound. And I apologize, we are having construction done. So, 86XJ, WW0MAN. Can you switch to analog, please? Can you shut the door for me? Okay. So first, I'm going to use the analog version. (86XJ, WW0MAN).
86XJ.
Robert, can you just give us a couple sentences in analog, please?
Watson, come here. I need you. How's your science lesson going?
Okay, great. Now I'm going to switch over to digital. Ready? Okay, so now listen to the digital signal and how it's different. 86XJ, WW0MAN.
86XJ. You sound a lot clearer over here.
Okay, so you also sound a lot clearer. Can you give us that same sentence that you gave us, but now in digital, please?
Watson, come here. I want you. Or I need you. Or how this thing goes. Alexander Graham Bell. And how's your science lesson going?
Great, thank you so much. WW0MAN, clear. And so you can see that when the radio was using the digital format, it sounded a little bit more robotic, sounded kind of almost in a tumbly, but the audio was very clear. We could clearly make out what people were saying, and the message came through in a much clearer way. So if waves carry sound and messages, we're going to explore this unit. What kind of waves are used and how do they work? What challenges we might face using one or the other? And our guiding question will be differentiating how different kinds of waves help us communicate, from sound waves to digital waves, so that by the end, you'll be able to design an emergency communication plan for our school that uses both analog and digital technologies. Thank you.